in studio. We're going to have some fun. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. My name is Gardy. I have some guests in studio. I was supposed to have Mr. Anthony Macaluso with the Gun Vault in, but the man never stops working. And I have some good gentlemen in studio. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and we're going to find out everything they have going on.
How's it going, everybody? This is Jordan with ET Lockouts.
Hi, this is Ernie Angel with Cat's BBQ in Santa Fe, Texas.
All right. So, Jordan, you're out of Santa Fe now, too, right? There's some big news coming. Actually, Anthony dropped that news.
Yeah, he dropped the bomb on that one the other day. But we used to be based out of Dickinson, and now we're in Santa Fe. We're going to be opening up a shop, hopefully within the next month or two, once we get everything ready. And then we'll put more info out on that. And we're going to be a full-service locksmith company at the shop, and then we'll be mobile services always 24/7. We're going to be offering residential work and automotive work, duplicate keys, lost keys. If it has a key, it's something we could do.
Yeah, so I mean, like motorcycles, like anything that takes a key.
Motorcycle, tractors, boats, everything, cabinets, everything.
Yeah,
But not the heart to a woman or nothing, you know.
the key to the heart.
Yeah, we can't do that.
But if you could, think about all the business.
Oh, I'd charge a lot for that if that was the case.
Yeah. All right. So, Ernie, if somebody hasn't heard of Cat's BBQ before, where are you guys located? What do y'all offer?
We are off of, we are 3805 646, and we offer pretty much anything that you'd like. We have a daily special that you can always find on Facebook if you follow Cat's BBQ with a K. We have the daily specials that we put on every day, and yeah, we have pork ribs, brisket, your staples in barbecue, and the service is great. We try to have fun with everybody and make everybody feel at home, like if you're eating at home, and sometimes it's just, this is great food. It's all around great food, and we're not gonna say we're the best, but we are up there with them, and we'll keep up. We'll hold our ground.
All right.
For sure.
What's your favorite thing? If you're walking in or somebody hasn't been before, what are you ordering, and what would you recommend for somebody to get?
If for me, to be honest, the first thing that I ever tried, because I used to come down here when I used to visit from Colorado, and one of the first things that I ever had was the Cat's Plate, which pretty much has everything that he has to offer with 3 sides. And it's a pretty big plate.
That's the big platter, right?
It's a big old thing. It feeds like 3 people. And, guy like me could take it down easy. It's like, I love to eat, and having great barbecue like this, yeah, it's got everything on it. You've got ribs, you've got your brisket, your pulled pork, and some chopped beef, and the 3 sides, which everything there is made in house. It's not like we order it already made.
Yes. So Anthony is watching. So good morning, Anthony. Thank you so much for taking the time to at least join us in that way on social media. But he said he's ready for the Thanksgiving meals from Cat's. Is that something y'all are going to be doing?
Yes, sir. We have like right now I brought some menus too. We have these menus that have, like, it's an order form, and so Cat, what they do is they'll take your order for turkeys, hams, smoke them, and then you pick them up either Tuesday or Wednesday. Wednesday before 3:00, but you can always call it in, or we have it on our website. We should have it on our Facebook page. But you can always come into the restaurant and just get yourself an order form. And it's, it takes away the hassle from cooking your own stuff. And, I mean, smoked turkey, how can you beat that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then you can just pretend like you did it yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
Hey,
I don't have to burn the
credit
house
for
down.
it. We won't say nothing. You just, as long as you get your fixings and everything from us, it's going to be a great meal no matter what.
You pull it out the oven. I can see that. You pull it out the oven. It's like, how did you get that smoky flavor? It's it's a secret. Can't tell anybody.
Don't tell nobody.
Just, yeah.
Get rid of all the cat stuff.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you have like a little, like a grill in the back, not even a smoker or
Right,
something,
right.
like an electric grill, and you just take it off and be like, how'd you do whatever.
Just put it in the
I got
fire
skills,
pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, get 'em.
Jordan, tell us a little bit about ET Lockouts. What, whenever you started, what did you offer? And then we learned a little bit about what you're going to be moving to now.
Yeah, so pretty much about 4 years ago, we started out, we were just doing lockouts, and then we would do car lockouts, and that was pretty much it. And then about a year and a half after just doing lockouts, I started getting into the keys. We started offering house lockouts, house rekeys. So if you move into a home or move out of a home, you need the locks changed, we do that. And then like I said, lost keys, pretty much that's where the business is at, because everybody loses their keys and everybody needs a key.
To their car, to their house, anything, right?
Yeah. And then a lot of people don't know, like ET, they thought it stood for an alien, but it doesn't.
That's what I thought.
It stands for Ezra Theodore, and that's my oldest son. He's 5, and that's the little guy on the logo. But
I thought that was you. No, I'm just kidding.
but yeah, that's pretty much how we started. And then about 3.5, 4 months ago, I left my day job. So within these last 4.5 years, I was working in the plants and doing the locksmithing both at the same time, and it was just kind of taking a toll on me. So my wife and I made the decision 3.5 months ago, just full-time ET Lockouts, and now we're blessed to be able to do really good with all the support with the local people of everybody losing their keys.
I'm sure that does it happen often.
It happens a lot more
to the
than you
same
thought.
people. Like, hey, I lost my keys again.
Yep.
Oh.
Like last night, I had a lady call me. I had just made her a key like 2 weeks ago for her van. And then she called me last night, and she was all the way in Angleton, and she locked her keys in her car.
How far will you go?
So our business cards say 40 miles away from Dickinson, which I need to update that. It'll be 40 miles from Santa Fe. And then if we can't get to it, I know all like 800 locksmiths in the Houston area, so I'll be able to help you out.
Yeah, make it make sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So my wife is watching. Good morning, Jennifer. And so our son, he's 1.5, and he likes to open doors. And so there was one door that we had to put on our garage, like a deadbolt. And so now it's time for the one on the front door. So she's asking, does ET Lockouts install locks also, like a deadbolt on a door? Is that
Yes,
something
we
you do?
can. Yeah, what we could do is we'll come in and we'll drill a fresh hole and then install the deadbolt. Or we could even do a half-face deadbolt, so where you put it up high enough to where you could lock it only from the interior and the kids won't have to unlock it. My son does the same thing.
Yeah.
One thing that happened to us the other day, I have electronic codes like on the house, and ET has learned the codes. So he just, every time he puts it in, he wants to say it as loud as he can. So I had to go through and change everything because the iPad is the same code for the door.
Oh,
so
yeah.
now we have to change everything because it didn't make sense. So
Yeah. I know. Yeah, my son. So my oldest, he'll do it, but we had to stress the importance of that's like our family's thing. Like
Right.
no one else needs to know. It's a safety issue, but yeah, these smart locks, and you can unlock from your cell phone. It's come a long way. Has that changed? I guess the way you do things.
it actually brought us a lot more business. Reason being is because if your electricity's out and you're used to unlocking the electronic lock with the Wi-Fi, you're not going to be able to do it. Now, even with the numerical codes, if the batteries go dead and you don't carry the key with you for emergency, you're not getting in. You're going to have to call us.
Wow.
But a lot of people have just gotten so used to the electronics. And another thing is, too, like power goes out in League City over there in Tuscan Lakes all the time. And everybody calls us, hey, I don't have a key for my front door. I'm used to going in through the garage. So we have to come out and let them in. So
Yeah, you just got a garage door opener. I feel like we're spoiled now.
yeah, we way spoiled.
Yeah, and you get used to it. That I guess ease of life or something.
Well, I'm old school. That's why as we were walking in, I was like, dude, I need some keys made.
Yeah, he literally told me while we were walking in the door.
in, I was like, hey, do you make keys? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, I need keys made because I have to have keys everywhere because I'm like that lady he just talked about. You make me a key one time, I'm going to lose it. And, having just one set of keys has been driving me nuts, walking around the house like, where did I leave them? And, of course, it's where I never look.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, here's a question. This is from Paul with Southern Sass. Good morning, Paul. He said, have you started doing safes yet? Is that something you can do? Rekey safes?
That's not something we offer currently. It's something I definitely want to learn and get into. But, yeah, I'll be adding that to my target list in the next year or so because that's a lot of learning there. But I know a good safe guy, though.
Okay, I got you. Cool. When did you start and why? Like, what made you get into the business? Said, hey, I want to be a lock specialist. I want to go into being a locksmith.
Pretty much, I graduated high school in 2014. I was working at Best Buy, and I just wanted to. I didn't know if I wanted to go to school or not. And then my dad called me, and he was like, "Hey, you want to come work for me in Shreveport, Louisiana?" I was like, "Sure, why not? Let's go." So I went up there and worked for him for about 2.5, 3 years, and he pretty much taught me everything he knew. And him and my uncle did.
So your dad, he's a locksmith?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Back in early 2000, he was the first Pop-A-Lock franchise over here off the coast, the Gulf Coast in Tech City.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kind of just grew his way up and opened up locations all over the place.
Is he still out in Louisiana?
Yeah, he's in Shreveport.
And he does that still?
Yep.
Does that make him proud, or like, what does he think about your business growing and expanding and taking that jump?
Yeah, I mean, he tells me all the time. I mean, he's kind of like my book of knowledge. So,
Yeah.
like, I always call him whenever I have a problem or if I need help or something, although he doesn't answer me after like 8 p.m. just because, he's pushing 50. But overall, I mean.
Hey, that's not that age.
That ain't that old, man.
But no,
That hurt.
but overall, like, yeah, like I said, he's proud of me. My mom's proud of me because they both kind of helped me out with all that. And it's kind of nice because I came back over here because this is where I grew up. So,
Yeah.
but.
Cool. Ernie, you where are you originally from?
Originally, I was born and raised in El Paso, Texas, but eventually I moved over to Colorado and was working at a ski area for 8 years.
Yeah.
But coming down, couldn't they be able to, go on vacation during the wintertime because I worked at the ski area up there. I was able to just come down here and go do some fishing with my family that I have down here. And, I met Andrew, who owns Cat, him and his wife, Kazoo. And they always welcomed me and made me feel good. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't work anywhere else. If I was going to do the food industry further than the ski area, I did not want to work anywhere else but Cats. So God put me here, and this is where I'm at. And we've got great food, and we offer. We help. He helps a lot of people too. He's it's a small little dive. It's a little hole in the wall, but man, great food.
Yeah.
It's just an amazing spot.
Since you've been, working at Cats, Jordan's one of the most supportive, local business people that I
Right.
know, even like shouting out. And Santa Fe has that. It's a small town, and
Right.
it's, I guess were you used to that, or did you sense that when you moved in? Like, hey, this is a small town supporting, businesses and people.
And I did actually. Coming down here, just like even on vacations when I was coming down here just to fish, I'd see the small town, vibe that it has, that everybody's close and, everybody loves each other. And like my brother owns a business, they do mechanical work, and he's always supporting Andrew. And then you start hearing about Andrew, at Cats doing, these fundraisers for other places, and he just helps out anyone, and they help each other, It's
Yeah.
like the other day we got candy from another business that's opening up for Halloween. They brought us a little bag, and we were just laughing because we were like, wow, I didn't even think about that, But it was something to say, hey, we're in the neighborhood, say hi, So it's pretty cool,
Yeah.
.
One thing about Cats is you got to get there at a certain time.
Early.
Yes.
Make
Early.
sure that you're going to get food, right?
Yeah, because the smokers have so much room, and they make plenty of food, but because it's a barbecue place and we run out. There's days we're running out at 2 hours after we opened.
Yeah, yesterday I got there too late. My wife wanted the prime rib.
Oh
prime
no,
rib.
yeah, that prime rib special.
As soon
was
as I
delicious.
walk in, I noticed on the board it was a race. I called her and I'm like, babe, they're out. She was like, okay, just get me a brownie.
Yeah, the brownies, Kazeel made them, and
Yeah.
those brownies are,
Man,
anything they make is just, it's touched with like, I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna say. Your mouth just starts to sing.
that cucumber salad though is
Oh.
perfect.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So-
I need to get a bigger bowl next time.
Yeah,
'Cause
get a quart. We sell it by the quart.
What kind of process goes into the barbecue? Is this stuff smoked overnight? Is there things that can be start early in the morning?
They start them like at night. They come down and then Kazeel is one of the she's the main pit master. She'll get there in the middle of the night, start, and just it's cooking all night, and then Hunter comes in, our second pit master, in the morning and just starts getting it all prepped up and ready to go. Andrew's the one that the main guy is cutting it and serving it and putting the plates together. And I tell you what, he does not skimp on anything. You're gonna get fed, and you're gonna get fed a lot.
Yes.
So be ready to eat when you come to Cats and enjoy it and have fun. Just come and have fun. It's what we want.
Here's Councilman Fidencio Leja, who I had in studio the other day because he does a lot for veterans, being a veteran himself, and he has a nonprofit organization pushing some stuff out as well. He said, "Save me a plate for him and his wife. He's coming by today." So that's me, Ernie. Save him a plate.
What you could do is just give us a call. And you go on the website or go on the Facebook page. We've got everything that we offer there. get the phone number, give us a call, and we write it down, and we'll make sure that he gets that plate. That's the one thing that we do offer is, you call in while we're working. We have little Alyssa that's in there just taking our orders down and helping people, taking their plates to their tables or bagging the stuff. But yeah, you could call it in, and and then we just make sure that we put some aside so that person's going to get their meal.
Okay, so earlier you said something about the pit size, saying, hey, we cook what we can. So what you're saying is, if we got a bigger pit for cats, then maybe there could be more barbecue and y'all can stay open for dinner.
If you guys want to start a fundraiser and get us a couple more pits, I'm sure he's not going to say no to that. But honestly, we've got 2 right now, and they do make quite a lot of food. It's just that we're not that big to where we're going to be able to do dinner and all that stuff, because you got to keep that going. It's a long process to make good barbecue.
Yes.
And I mean, it's not like we can just, grab it and nuke it. You know what I mean? It's something that's got to be, it's just funny. Like I always say, you got to love the food, and that's where it's at. They love the food, and they really do want to put out good product, and so we are definitely there for the customer to eat well. And that's one of the reasons why I'm there, is because I love to eat.
Gonna eat well, huh?
Yeah, and eat well.
Like yesterday, I got the loaded baked potato, and I think I ate it.
2 meals?
I ate 2 meals. It was pretty much 2 meals throughout the day.
Yeah.
I saw your picture.
Yeah, you saw my picture?
Yeah.
It good, huh?
Well, I couldn't see the potato. I figured it was a baked potato under there, but it was just like all the toppings and barbecue and stuff. I'm like, there's a potato under there. I know it.
Yeah, and that potato under there was like maybe, size of a head.
It's like a miniature football.
Yeah, it's definitely like a small football, like youth football. They're big.
Yeah,
everything there is big. It's go big or go home.
Yeah.
Jordan, if you go there, is that your go-to, the baked potato, or is you just kind of mix it up?
I get a little bit of everything, man. I mean, one thing that I really like is the grilled cheese brisket sandwich. That's really good. The mac and cheese and the baked beans are awesome too.
Oh yeah.
And like I've said already, the cucumber salad's good. The smoked boudin's good. I mean, I've tried everything. Actually, I haven't tried the ribs.
You got to do the ribs.
I really haven't tried the ribs.
Fall off the bone, just.
And their brisket's so moist.
Oh,
so that's one thing I like.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So if you're just taking the time to join us, I'm talking to Jordan with ET Lockouts, talking to Ernie, Cat's Barbecue, 2 Santa Fe businesses. Here shortly, Jordan's going to be opening up his storefront, offering a lot more stuff. Jordan, earlier I mentioned you supporting local businesses. Why is that so important for you as an individual, as a business, to go out and support? I can't even list, and I'm sure you probably couldn't either. If I was like, who are all the people that you shout out and support? And
I got a whole list on my phone. But no, overall, I mean, everybody, small business always kind of helped us grow. And then, I'm from Louisiana, so, I don't know, I grew up on that small town vibe of always just helping people out, if you're a big business or a small business. But overall, when we open up the shop, I'm going to have a full business directory. So all the small businesses that has helped us grow and, we help y'all grow, come by, drop off cards, because we're going to have all y'all's cards on the wall. And then last night I was putting everything up, and then Richie Allen with Reliable Roofing texted me and asked me what I was up to. And it was 10 o'clock, and he swung by and brought me some popcorn and a Sprite. And then I was like, thanks, man.
Thank you.
And but no, like I said, that was Richie with Reliable Roofing. Shout out to him. They do awesome work. They helped me out actually during the hurricane whenever my roof was leaking. And then, yep. But no, I didn't leave there until about midnight last night. And then I went out to Angleton and did that lockout. I got home around 1:40 a.m.
How was that life like? I mean, you're always working, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yesterday we got to take the kiddos and my wife to Jumping World. I got to do that for about an hour, and then I just went back to work.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm 25, so I figured might as well grind it out while I'm young.
Yeah. And then when ET gets older,
yep, hopefully he'll take over the business.
he's on the logo. You got to, right?
He's got the name,
The only problem is right now, we just had another son. His name is Jude. And now it's
right, you got to name something.
We got to open
another
up
business.
another business for him because we don't want them to fight oh, you loved me more and you named the business after me. So we don't want to have to deal with that. But no.
If you were to open another business, any idea what it would be off the top of your head?
I don't want to put it out there.
Okay, don't put it out there.
But
Anthony's full of businesses and ideas, and he started most of them, and they've been pretty successful.
Yeah, Anthony throws down a lot of my ideas too, but he doesn't like them. Hey, but I have some good ideas, and some of them are kind of like, oh, if you put your opinion in on it, then you know what's a good idea? Two of the guys I went to high school with, Matt and Steven, they opened up this company during COVID, and it's called We Deliver Oil Changes. And they'll literally come out to your house, your place of work, wherever you're at, and do your oil change right there on the spot.
So that's a good deal.
And they never make a
That
mess.
is a good idea.
They have great prices, and they do awesome work. And they take all the old oil and dispose of it. And like I said, it kind of really came in handy whenever, like, the elderly people were, in, like, retirement homes and stuff like that, and they needed work done on their car. They would go out there and do it there.
I mean, how many people listening and watching right now know for a matter of fact that they're due for an oil change? And just life, like, we get so busy and you got to plan it out, you know, and like, oh, well, I got to get to work, or you got to take a day off Saturday, whatever. But that's an awesome business idea.
Yeah, like, my wife needs an oil change right now, and she still hasn't gone and got
I need an oil change right now. My car's parked out there. I was thinking that.
Yeah, I was just thinking, yeah, me too. Wow.
I think I might need one too. I think I got like 1,200 more miles.
It
to
took
get
a radio show to get us to think about, we got to do our maintenance on our vehicles.
I got that Jeep 3 months ago. I've already put like 16,000 miles on it.
In 3 months.
In 3 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You driving a lot.
Yep, a lot.
Okay, so here was a question, and people want to know, so where's that storefront for ET Lockouts? Where's it going to be located?
The storefront's going to be, 12018 Highway 6 in Santa Fe, Texas, next to City Hall and next to Tommy's Barbershop, across from Tabaldo's. I thought it was Thibodeau's for some reason, and Anthony's like, no, it's Tabaldo's.
That's Jordan Portois.
Yeah.
Would think it was Tabaldois.
I've been alive for 25 years, and I could barely say my last name. It's Porche, I think, but I'm not sure. But if you Google Porche, it comes up with the Portuguese breed dog.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Kind of weird.
Yeah.
But
hey, that mobile oil change business, is that local here?
Yeah, that's local here. It's We Deliver Oil Changes.
We deliver oil changes. We deliver, and I'm writing this down into the comments.
Yeah, I just tagged them in the post.
Okay, awesome.
I think, let me see.
Well, to get that info out, I'm sure a lot of people would benefit from that, so they can keep on with their lives or do things that they want to do or have to do.
No, it definitely comes in handy. We try to get the maintenance done as much as we can on the Jeep, because until we get more vehicles out on the road. But shout out to Signfly Graphics for putting the logos all over the car. Everybody thinks I'm a state trooper or game warden sometimes. The other night I had to go out to Surfside, and I pull up and I see all these people freaking out. I don't know if they were catching, the fish were too small they were keeping or what, because they were freaking out. And I didn't know if they thought I was a game warden, but I was just there to unlock a car.
Wow, that's funny.
And then Marvel window tinting too. I mean, he did my tint on my windows. I mean, I think it's legal. I mean, I haven't gotten pulled over for it, but
they think you're a game warden. You're just allowed to have whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I got a private security license, so I guess that's my excuse.
Yeah. Who did your hats?
Southern Sass.
Southern Sass.
Yep, Paul Whitchurch. Yep, they did my hats. I got to order more hats. They did my shirts. Yep, I'll be ordering some more hats from them. Hopefully we'll be able to have them up at the shop on the